Good morning, everyone. First things first, Ashish, thank you for this opportunity. And it's great to be here and speaking in front of all of you to share experience of selling to SMBs over the past 1 year. So my name is Vijay Vadlamani. I at the enterprise business. But before that, I've been selling to the SMBs for the last 10 to 11 months. That's where we started off, right? So before I kind of speak about our learnings, I want to kind of touch upon Nowfloats and the product itself. So founded in Jan 2012, but we started our sales ops in September last year. We were incubated the Microsoft Accelerator along with PlusText and a lot of other companies. So right now we have, I think, over 2,400 plus customers who are using our product. Most of them are small businesses. So the Nowfloats offering, what we are trying to do is help small and medium businesses in India get online, right? And do that in a way which is extremely simple, where just by using a normal dumb phone and an SMS, you can create your own online web presence. And you can also keep updating this web presence just by using an SMS, or we also have an app which you can do. And we'll also ensure that your website is highly discoverable online, and that's how we show ROI to our customer, right? So talking of customers, a typical customer of ours is, we're seeing a lot of traction in the B2C market. So we have a lot of small neighborhood boutique stores who right now don't have any online presence but feel the need to get online. We have a lot of cafes, we have a lot of restaurants, we have small home bakers who are using a product, right? All these people feel the need to get online, but they're not really tech savvy to kind of go and create their own website, right? And we are helping them do that in a very easy way, right? So I think over the last 1 year, we've learned a bunch of lessons. I thought I'll kind of drill that down to 5 of them and talk to them about. I think the first thing is basically don't sell, consult, right? So I think one of the biggest learnings over the past year, and I think this is one thing if you have to take away is this one is we've realized that the consultative way of selling has been very, very effective for us, where we spend a lot of time educating our customers, essentially because the kind of customers we interact with, they're not very tech savvy, right? So we spend a lot of time educating our customers not only about the product, but also the market in general, the whole online digital space, right? And when we started doing that, we realized that people are now a lot more responsive, that they're actually listening to us, and they actually start calling us back, saying, okay, you've done this, can you help us do this, do that also, right? So now they see us as a more of a consultant than as a sales guy, right? So, but that, if you look at the next one is sales executive or sales consultant. So we call all our sales guys as sales consultants, right? So that is a fundamental, difference in approach, and that has to come from a culture level, a sales culture level, right? So we train all our sales guys to be consultants and not be sales guys, right? To help a customer solve its pain points, to understand the need of the customer. So I think that is one big learning is not to sell, but to help solve a problem, is to consult them, right? Next thing is, I think we've heard a lot of notions in the market saying SMEs are not willing to pay, right? I think at least from our experience, SMEs are willing to pay. I don't think price is never a factor. The factor is value, right? So I think you should focus on the value which you're providing, and you should be very clear in communicating that value, right? And you can do any kind of innovation, I think, has to be in how you want to show that value, right? And I'll talk about how we are doing that in the next couple of slides. And price has never been a factor. Actually, never give your product away for free. So this is a big learning from our side, is because in the first couple of months, we went and gave this technology for free to customers, right? And what we realized is people never use the product, right? Because they never paid for it, right? It was just free, right? And engagement was very, very low. And then what we started doing is we started pricing the product at 2,000 rupees a year. And then we realized that people are actually starting to use the product and they're benefiting, right? So that's been one big learning, that just because you're giving away product for free doesn't mean your customer is going to use it, right? So, I think that's been a second big lesson for us. Is never give away your product for free, and because they don't realize the value of that. I think the third thing, which I think is very interesting in our case, because we work on a real-time basis, is something called instant gratification, right? So India is a very do-it-for-me market. If you look at a market like the US, it's do it yourself, right? Where you go online, sign up yourself and create a website, right? But Indians don't like that. The SME market in India doesn't like that, right? You have to go there, explain the product, and actually, go and create the website right in front of them. So what we started doing is, this also helped build trust. So what we started doing is, in front of the customer, we spend 15 minutes. Within 15 minutes, we create the website right in front of them, in front of the eyes, right? Where they themselves start creating a website just by using an SMS. And our sales folks also have a tablet with them, and they can also upload images and complete the entire product there itself in front of the customer and hand it over to the customer right then and there, right? So this helped us do two things. One is helps build trust, saying this is how the product looks, this is how it works, why don't you start using the product then and there, right? So we actually started ask them to update the website with new information, new content right in front of us, right? So now they know that this product works and there's something which they can start using it immediately, right? And the second thing is obviously the wow factor, right? It's also a great sales hook for us when we go and say we'll create a website within 15 minutes and within using 4 SMSs and a couple of other steps, right? And apart from that, we've tried to innovate a lot here to improve that experience. For example, if someone right now creates a website using an SMS, you will actually get a call within first 5 minutes from our call center saying, you created a website, is this something which you're interested in? So that experience is something which you worked very hard on, right? Be it onboarding the customer using SMS, or if someone onboards from some part of India, doesn't matter which part of the day we call them, right? I have personally called people at 6 a.m. in the morning, 12 p.m. in the night, just because to show that we are dedicated, we are there to help them, right? I think that is something which people like, which gets their attention, and which I think sales process is extremely important. Third thing is obviously feet on street, right? So I think feet on street, if you're selling to SMBs in India, feet on street is must. You should have sales guys out there selling, right? You can't expect to get customers if you just have an online presence, a fancy website, and you can't expect to come, people to come in and sign up and start using the product, right? So you could have other channels, but I think feet on street is very important, and you should lead from that, right? And we've kind of learned two things. When you have your own sales guys selling this on the field, you get amazing customer feedback, right? And which will help us incorporate that feedback into the product very, very fast. It helps us to iterate much faster, right? For example, within the first 6 months, we've updated our product 4 times based on the customer feedback we've got, right? So this not have been possible had we not been interacting with the customer on a daily basis, on a regular basis, right? And getting that feedback into the system back to the developers and development team. So I think that is something which is very crucial. The third thing is, this might sound very cliched, but I think CRM is extremely important, especially if you're going after the SME market. And you would know, if you're sales guys here, you would know that follow-up is something which is very, very important, right? So you either win a deal or lose a deal if your product is good, by the follow-up, right? So CRM will help you track that. So we've had instances where we've kind of chased down customers for 6 months, after 8 months we've got them, just because we had the discipline of investing in CRM right from the beginning, and training all the sales guys, and we have zero tolerance on CRM and CRM updation, right? So we've spent a lot of time investing in a CRM. I think this also helps us automate a lot of processes, be it invoicing or all that can be completely automated using a CRM. And most importantly, I think it helps you increase your conversion ratio, because you're meeting like tens and thousands of customers every day. So you have a very good place to kind of track that. So I think these are 5 learnings from our side from the last 12 months. And yeah,